Okay, they kept the font the same. I ain't mad at the opening. Oh, the palace at Zamunda. It's been a long time. Garcelle ain't said nothing. That was it. I know she gonna come around again and really, she ain't just the queen of the flower girls now. Okay, so now we have the Princesses of Zamunda. Oh, God! I love the pictures from the old movie. And then we got the guys from the barber shop. I would not want all them people walking in to wake me up, though. Girl, we got a McDowell's in Zamunda. John Amos looked damn good for 150. John Amos been old since In the Heat of the Night. Was that him? That might have been another show. But he was old. He been old. He was old on Good Times. Oh, them veggie burgers ain't good, but the Impossible Burger, I've been pretty pleased with. Is it healthy, though? Oh, and now we got Arsenio. Why is the battery? Didn't I just change the battery? Maybe I didn't. Oh, we ain't on fleek no more. It's over? I'ma still say it. So Akeem gets called to go meet his daddy, but Wesley Snipes and Tiana Taylor show up first. Wesley Snipes, what you doing here? You don't like black women? Oh, God. So the girl he left at the altar is Wesley's sister, and this heifer come out still barking. So he want his daughter to marry his son, Andre from Power. Now, I thought he got burnt up. He said, nah, that ain't a match. So he tell him, okay, you might want to reconsider that because, we can go to war. I don't want James Earl Jones playing at death. So James is telling Eddie, look, you're going to have to pass this down to a male heir. But the witch doctor, played incredibly by Arsenio, says, I had a vision and you have a son. All these classic scenes. I'm going to tear you apart. So Simmy's like, yeah, I needed some puss, but I also needed you busy. I said old Leslie Jones to keep you occupied. So child, he got high and they bumped uglies. That soothsayer will not stop saying bastard to save his life, and I love it. It's a technical term. So they like, look, you gonna get assassinated because you too jolly and holly. So we gonna need that air so everybody knows that there's a chain of power. Oh, we got another 2 seconds of Garcelle. She ain't saying nothing. Now, she was doing all this talk about this role on Beverly Hills and just a mute. Great gowns. Beautiful gowns. Oh, so we gonna have a funeral for the king before he died. I mean, I'd want to go. Thank you for coming. Would I want to go? I wouldn't want, everybody would be so depressed. I'm the life of the party and I'm gone. Oh my God, they got Morgan Freeman narrating. Yes. Although, wasn't he with his step-granddaughter? There was something about that. I don't know if it was true or not. The fashions are on point. Now, Tyler, this is how you dress black people. Not a whisper of ash. Everything is oiled. Every crease is tight. The fabric is beautiful. It doesn't look flammable. And the hair, the gilets, everything is as it's supposed to be. The soles are glowing. Oh my God, In Vogue? What a king. Is Dawn there? I think it's the 3 functional ones. And Salt and Pepper come out too. Oh my God, I can't. This is so dramatic. Now we got Gladys. He's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. I cannot believe she is in her 70s. She looks stunning. Oh God, he died in the middle of his funeral. I ain't gonna die in the middle of a Gladys live performance. I'm gonna let her finish. So now they're gonna go find his kid, the bastard. So now we with the son and his uncle Tracy Morgan, and he trying to get serious with his life. Is it me or does he look like Kel a little bit? Lord have mercy. So now we're sitting in an interview filled with microaggressions. So Akeem arrives in New York. Yes, we stopping by the barber shop. Oh my God. They are, I think they're funny as these characters. I could watch a whole movie of them. They said you didn't pay child support for 30 years and you came back? So he showed him the picture and they say, oh yeah, we know him. He scalped tickets. There's a Thunderbird game tonight. And they're like, oh, the medicine man told us to follow the Thunderbird. So now we're at Madison Square Garden. Oh, it's so nice to see New York pre-Rome. So he put on some New York clothes to blend in and he's standing looking at his son all proud, like he done something. He walks up to him and tells him, you are the heir to the throne of Zamunda and my only son. Back at Leslie's house, she chilling with Lunel. They getting ready for his birthday. So Lavelle get home with Akeem and Simi and Leslie recognizes him right away. She's like, oh, you might be his father. Y'all know I was a hoe. It was back in the day. So Lavelle catch an attitude for a minute, but then Simi drop a suitcase full of money and he sees his father printed on gold bullion. And he like, oh, this might not be so bad. So Lavelle said, look, I gotta take my mama with me. And Akeem says, so be it. Lunel said, well, what about all your stuff? She said, it sucks, you can have it. I'm rich now. Ta. So back in Africa, he gotta tell his wife, apparently he's left her out of the loop. Oh, he ain't even tell her they was here. Leslie says, now girl, I'm sorry, I was fucking on your man. Things happen. How many times they gonna call him a bastard? Every time they say bastard, drink. In Nextdoria. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ricky Rose is in this. Oh, is that beard a wig? They did something to everybody's hair. I think they put like a fresh coat of dye on it or something. It's a little too black. So Ricky Rose let Wesley know Hakeem got a son. So now we at dinner with the family and you can see the daughter wants to be queen, but you know them Zamundan patriarchal rules. And it's like, really him? He ain't even doing nothing. So after Leslie Jones gets her pussy ate, the son gets a Killmonger do. All this heifer walking around in the queen's dress. Leslie asked the kids, why your mama so uppity? I am not uppity. Uppity bitch say what? Oh my God, that is so Queens. Oh Lord, now here come Wesley again. Oh, he want her to marry his daughter, Tiana Taylor. Oh my God. When, I guess he's like the sergeant of arms, but when he started singing, took me right back to She-Shoo. They got Tiana in a cute outfit. Okay, so now we got Lavelle on the mic. So he's like, look, now you know I ain't all for arranged marriages, but if he want it, let him have it. I don't want to fight with Wesley. And Lavelle says, sure. The queen and the daughters ain't that happy about it. Oh, but he gotta pass some princely tests first. Child, just call Maury Povich for a DNA. His daughter tell him he being an idiot, but he don't listen. The prince told Arsenio, you dress like a slave from the future. Oh, they tell him he has to be able to retrieve the whiskers of a resting lion. I guess that's one throne I won't be sitting on. I'll keep it on the toilet. So now the prince is getting a pep talk from his hairdresser. Oh, that's who he gonna really fall in love with, not Tiana Taylor, okay. So now the hairdresser basically telling him about the first movie, and she like, you know what, be the rule breaker your pappy was. So the next day, the prince and his uncle Tracy Morgan walk in the throne room. So now he got the king learning how to be a little American. Meanwhile, the daughter outside practicing with her stick, just irritated that she's being overlooked. So we got some montage of the princely test and he's picking up on the history. They did not need this CGI elephant walking through the movie. We get it, you in Africa. It don't look real. It looks like something from Jurassic Park. So now we got the prince and the oldest sister talking about how he gonna get them hairs from a lion. And she like, you know what? I have been kind of mean to you. And I really should be mad at my father because he's the one not making me queen. But you might need to think more around how you gonna get these lions' hairs because it could be more of a puzzle than just run over there, snip something and run back. So he builds a trap and now he gonna take the test. He's gonna do a bait and switch. Child, this lion look at him walking towards him and goes right back to sleep. The lion is not concerned. I think you could snip a whisker and move on real easy. So he finally gets the lion up and he's like, okay, if you want rah, I'll give you rah. So he jumps into his little trap as the lion's giving chase, but that bamboo ain't strong enough. Oh, he done put cat food, so the lion will start licking the cage so he can snip that whisker. But, well, lions like cat food. They tend to eat, like, more meat. I don't really see lions eating fish. Do they have salmon in Africa? I've never heard of African salmon. Bears eat salmon. I'm getting off topic. So he takes another can of cat food and throws it so that the lion goes away and emerges victorious. So he gets crowned prince, but now we got him with that hairdresser walking through the rose garden. He was too soft for Teyana Taylor anyway. So she tell him her dream of owning her own shop, but women can't own businesses in Zamunda. They real backward. They get to kissing in that rose garden. But she like, oh crap, I shouldn't have kissed you. You go on to bed. You marrying that hard-tongued heifer tomorrow. The next morning, we're presenting the Crown Prince of Zamunda. This is Coronene. Oh, we got Teyana dressed up all as this golden idol. Oh, the queen got Lavelle Mama a really nice necklace from Vagari as a welcome to the family. So they really amped up the fashion for this golden look, but we giving the same whatever you like. And he like, oh God, this ain't gonna work. And so she ain't got no answers for him, but he sees the hairdresser across the party and realizes that's where his heart belongs. So he can fall in love in 2 days, it just wasn't with her. So he tell her to wait there, and that's gonna cause a war because she ain't gonna move. As he goes to chase after the book dealer, the hairdresser. I don't know where book dealer came from. But now we got Leslie Jones and the queen getting drunk and rapping. Here's your chance, do the dance, do the hump. So he tell her, I don't want to marry her, I want to be with you. But now Lavelle overhears Wesley and the king plotting about that marriage. And he's like, oh, you gonna use me as a pawn? I'm out. So now you found somebody with the skill and you want to go back to queen so you can live off her? I see you for your works and your deeds, or lack thereof. So Wesley like, oh, where's the prince? And he done flown off in the family jet. But Akeem's like, oh, he's just going for a walk. He'll be back. He'll be back. You'll get that wedding tomorrow. So now in the boudoir, the wife getting on Akeem for turning into his father and overlooking his daughters who are truly devoted to Zamunda. I was about to say Wakanda. I swear, I was like, no, it's not Wakanda. It's Zamunda. I feel like they should have Wakanda next door or something. Like they need to bring them into the Marvel universe. She kick him out the bedroom. She like, I ain't putting up with this. I ain't hopping on one leg and barking like a dog. You take that crap on to your wolf heifer. Oh goodness, so now we got Prince Akeem at the McDowell's mopping the floor trying to rediscover himself. So now John Amos gonna give him a pep talk. This has been cute, nostalgia. I ain't gonna watch it again. You know what? It's a family reunion movie. You put it on while you making the macaroni and cheese or whatnot. You could put it on like a little marathon. It's cute. It's not great, but it's not terrible. We've seen worse. And Wendy Williams movie comes to mind, even though you don't want it to. Oh God, he's still trying to use this copyright infringement on McDonald's. The McFlurby is nothing like the McFlurry. White people been doing it to us for years. Get your coin, John. Get your coin. So Akeem says, get the royal jet ready. We gonna go get this kid. Simi, you stay here and protect the fam. He's like, I ain't gonna bust a grape. So he go by the barbershop when he first get there and they tell him, oh, your son's about to get married. So we got the prince and the hairdresser running around Queens trying to get married before the Sizzler shrimp all-day shrimp ends at 6. I hate it when something ends at 6. Because you never make it. Back in Zamunda, we got Wesley showing up for the wedding. Or for war. Oh, Lord, we at that church again. And we got Arsenio at the pulpit. We are gathered here today. So the daughter tell Wesley the prince ain't here and Wesley take her as a prisoner until the prince come back. But child, she whooped them guards' ass. She like, I ain't going nowhere with you. Back in New York, we got Akeem running to stop this wedding. So now we got the whole family fighting back in Zamunda. Back in New York, Akeem bursts into the wedding and says, no, you can't do this. Why not? You did it. The prince say, you was using me as a pawn to marry Tiana. I ain't doing that. So he said, look, this is who I'm marrying and your money ain't gonna change it. Akeem's like, you know what? I'm the one that needs to fix my kingdom, so you should lead your life. So now the bride's like, you know what? Let's go on and get married in Zamunda. None of my peoples is here. So they gonna head back to Zamunda for the wedding. Akeem gets to wooing his wife again with to be loved, to be loved. Girl, we had one more little shot of Garcelle, not a line out of her. But Eddie telling his daughter, look, when I'm gone, you gonna be queen. I'm gonna let your brother be an American ambassador, and you know, you can listen to him from time to time. So Wesley said he ain't gonna attack Zamunda no more, and it looks like this is where it ends. We could have had more Lunel. Oh God, we got sexual chocolate closing out the movie. Okay. Eddie, you didn't need to put those pillows in that suit. You fat enough. Oh, we got the rapping girls from the last movie. Yes. And they look good. It really does feel like old friends getting together. Girl, they kept Tiana dressed in this. She is breaking it down in that white number. Yes, electric slide on out. This was fun on a Saturday morning. You know what? I'm not going to sit and watch again, but I will put it on again. I will put it on. I'm not mad. All right, y'all. Well, I'll see you for Married at First Sight.